So to start off the show, I want to talk about something that has been going on the past couple weeks. Myles Garrett has returned in accusing Mason Rudolph of saying the N-word in their scuffle earlier at the end of the season at the last play of the game when Myles Garrett tore off the helmet of Mason Rudolph and swung at him. He got suspended indefinitely, but was recently reinstated and won't give up the fact that Mason Rudolph did say that word. He did use that racial slur, but Mason Rudolph denies it. What are your thoughts on it?
Well, because also Garrett said that there was no mic in range when all the players are apparently mic'd up now for some reason. I don't know. I just find it weird that there was no mic in range to carry that.
I find it weird too. There's mics all around the field.
Every single play in the game.
All around the field, all the cameras have
ball with mics on the sideline and wouldn't have picked it up necessarily anyway.
No, they said that the players were mic'd.
No, I know, but that is possible because it's not every player. It's
Oh, that's true.
It's a
I mean, I don't know. I find it weird. I agree with the punishment of indefinite suspension.
That would be just a coincidence. But since it's word against word, there's no real way to prove it.
There's no evidence of it, yeah. I mean, I agree with the reinstatement. I thought he should have been punished more, maybe like a 4-game suspension into this season, but I don't make the punishments in the NFL.
I think people are also forgetting the fact that if you go back and look at it, and I know they don't want this video to resurface because it really does make Myles Garrett look bad, but Mason Rudolph, he tried pulling the helmet off first, man.
Yeah, didn't he initiate it? Did he not get punished at all? He got fined or something?
He got fined $50,000.
He tried pulling the helmet off first. So then when he failed in response, the helmet was taken off.
The helmet was taken off.
He should have got a suspension too.
Clearly, Myles Garrett was getting held back because Mason Rudolph did go after him.
Oh yeah,
and his teammates were holding him back.
He didn't do anything right.
Clearly, he shouldn't have thrown the helmet.
No.
But I mean,
Rudolph wasn't right.
Mason Rudolph did start it. I think
I'd say Mason Rudolph, he started it. He tried to continue it. He kept it going, which he should not have done, but that still doesn't warrant the action taken by Myles Garrett.
Garrett wasn't right in any way, shape, or form.
He handled it like a small child.
I feel like Rudolph should have been punished more though, because he was the one that started it.
They're both giant man babies.
I've also heard people say that they think that Myles Garrett should be reinstated and should be allowed to play football eventually, but maybe just carry the suspension over to maybe the first game of next season so that people remember the situation that happened, because this needs to be remembered so that nothing like this happens again in the future.
Well, yeah, because that way if a player is able to think before they do this, this is not just a couple game suspension. If Myles Garrett stays suspended, then every player is now like, oh, okay, they're not tolerating this, as opposed to
I agree with that games. Because this is probably one of, if not the worst incidents, I would say, in recent history of football. Maybe a Vontaze Burfict hit was probably worse. But physical
yes.
hit. I would agree that they should carry it over. How long? I don't know. I don't think it should be more than 4 games, honestly. 4 games maximum. I think Garrett should have been suspended for some part of the beginning of this season, though.
Mike Tomlin went on First Take and he completely stood behind his quarterback. He said how he has very good friends in the Browns organization. He says no one on his own team heard Mason Rudolph say that. But other people in the Browns organization have said that from the beginning. Myles Garrett came out and said he said that word. I don't understand why I'm in such deep trouble right now. Clearly there's no evidence. It can't be backed up, but I definitely think there needs to be a better job of that. I don't know. There is a part of me that believes Myles Garrett. I'm not going to lie, because I think if something is that serious...
Well, the guy's named Mason Rudolph.
I mean, there's also that uncertainty. It could have happened, but you don't know. But all the Steelers...
You also can't punish someone based on just it could have happened.
Yeah, of course all the Steelers players are going to say he didn't say it, and all the Browns players are going to say he did. So that just I don't know, it's like a giant smoke screen kind of.
It's word versus word.
At least it's over now.
I'm happy that Myles Garrett gets to play football again because he's a really tremendous football player. But a punishment like that, a situation like that needs to be tolerated. And hopefully Mason Rudolph, if he did say it, knows not to do anything like that again, and not to initiate something like that. I mean, he was the one complaining how it was the last play of the game, something that should have happened, but you started it, and I don't think people like he didn't. He's not taking responsibility. Myles Garrett has said I did overreact because something and he came out and said, and Mason Rudolph hasn't, and I think something is not out that is making Myles Garrett look worse than he actually is. Even though throwing the helmet at someone's head is clearly not a good act on his part at all.
I'm glad he is playing though, because he's a really good player.